emergency evacuation framework prepared by the International Maritime Organization. Coordinated plan to ensure the safety.
Amid ongoing peace negotiations and reduced traffic through the Strait of Hormuz, the UN chief lead calls from diplomats to more fully reopen the vital waterway.
The Charter's prohibition of the threat of use of force applies fully at sea. Navigational rights and freedoms in the Strait of Hormuz must be respected.
Oil prices rose by around 3% to a 2-week hike on Monday.
These principles must be upheld in full and without delay. I appeal to the parties, open the strait, let ships pass, no tolls, no discrimination, let trade resume, let the global economy breathe.
US President Donald Trump discussed Iran's new proposal on resolving the war with Tehran with his national security aides, with the current conflict at a stalemate and energy supplies from the region declining. At least 7 ships, mainly dry bulk carriers, have passed through the Strait of Hormuz in the past 24 hours, in line with subdued activity in recent days. This is only a fraction of the average 140 daily sailings before the Iran war began on February 28, when about 20% of global oil supply passed through the strait. Guterres then explained why this is far from sufficient for global needs.
Когда в результате вероломного нападения западного Иерусалима и Вашингтона стал полыхать целый регион, то всю ответственность пытались повесить на Иран, как будто именно Тегеран напал на своих соседей и намеренно
UN Secretary-General António Guterres stated that economic shocks are occurring directly and having widespread impacts on global society. He highlighted increasing volatility in energy and commodity markets, surging transportation and insurance costs, and supply chain disruption described as the worst since the COVID-19 pandemic and the war in Ukraine.
Soldiers requesting continued escalation, including missile attacks against civilian targets in the Gulf states, risks further destabilization. And the effects go far beyond the Gulf.
According to him, these pressures have triggered food shortages, limited availability of food, and increasing difficulties in meeting food needs. Guterres also stressed that humanitarian casualties continue to rise, while delays and rising distribution costs are slowing the delivery of essential aid to those in need. He added that the situation coincides with a crucial planting season, meaning prolonged disruption risks triggering a global food emergency and pushing millions of people, especially in Africa and South Asia, into hunger and poverty.